Hey guys, Ben here, America's Baseball Camps, just going through your video analysis of your swings from the spring break camp. Thanks for coming to camp. And let's go ahead and get started here. Did find some things to work on in regards to our swing that I think are going to help you. And what we're going to do is we're going to work from the ground up and talk about a few things. So let's first back it up in regards to the start of our swing. Start of your swings, everything looks in pretty good shape when I start. Okay, I would like to see just your toes just a hair in regards to when you're lining up. That's going to get your knees in just a hair more and be a little bit more athletic with our knees. Your hands are in good spots. Your eyes are on the baseball. I do like the height of your hands, maybe just a tad higher. Your angle of your bat is fine. So everything in your stance is in pretty good shape. So what I'm going to do now is you next talk about land foot. We analyze hitters at their land foot. So as I go ahead and load back, one thing I do see, if I go back and forth here, is you notice where that back knee is. Make sure that that back knee turns in, and that back foot, you can see kind of this back foot is turned out a little bit. Just drawing a circle over that. You can see that that back foot is turned out, and what that does is that takes that knee. If I draw a straight line down to my knee, you can see that it goes straight down to your foot. Whereas this one, you draw a straight line and it goes down to the dirt. So when you draw a straight line from your knee, you want them to go both down to the dirt. So if you turn that back foot in a little bit, that's going to keep that knee inside of our feet, and that's going to create power for us. But if you have it like this, where it just goes straight down, it's going to be a lot of arm, and I'm not going to be able to have something to really push off of and turn on when I hit. So that's something very important to work on here as I'm hitting here. Now the next thing we're going to focus on is that front foot. So let's draw a little circle around the front foot. And you notice as I begin to land that that front foot begins to open. It's very important at this point of our swing that your foot, your heel, is not pointed this direction. You want it to actually be pointing towards this dugout. And what's happening, as you'll see, is as I open up that front foot, that front hip begins to open up. And that's going to cause us to fly open, cause us to lose our power. It'll cause a lot of things in our swing, but more importantly, it'll cause us to be a lot of upper body with my power. So that's a huge part. So when you stride, your stride length is fine. You just have to make sure when you stride that you land closed and you're landing open. So as I land here, your toes pointing at the pitcher, whereas you want it to be almost showing a little bit of heel, basically to the third baseman, is what you want to focus on. Is kind of showing the heel, landing on the big part of the toe there on that foot, and showing the heel to the third baseman is going to be make a big difference for you in regards to that. So what I would do is I would focus on standing in on pitchers. Good hitters are good takers, and if you stand in on pitchers as they throw bullpens, you can really get your timing down, really work on your mechanics to work on those items in regards to those strides and those steps. So just something to be aware of when you do that, and that's something that's really going to help you as you get older with a player. This can also be helped with key work to make sure you stride and land, but this is going to be hugely important in regards to as you get older with your mechanics. So now that we've talked about land foot, we're going to talk about point of contact here. Point of contact in pretty good position. So your head's on the baseball. Back you up the framer here. You have a nice line from your feet all the way up to the top. You get a good angle in our leg at contact. You have a firm front side. You can see the front side is opened, but your angle is firm, and that's good. Your head's on the ball. And that was all in pretty good shape there. It would stay on the ball and not roll your hands over just a tad later. But all in all, pretty good shape in regards to that. See at your finish. Make sure in our finish we want to keep that angle in our leg. You can see kind of that leg's a little bit stiff, and you want to be able to hold that finish for it to be a good angle in that lower half. You can see how right now it's a little bit straight. but again, not bad. All right, let's go into your second swing here. And my guess is we'll do a little bit of the same things, typically as hitters do the same things. So you can see how that key is that front foot. That front foot opens, and that front hip. You can see how much exposure that front hip has right now. See, when the front hip goes, then your swing begins to go. So that front hip really opens up with that front foot. So again, make sure that you land and show heel to the third baseman. You're showing heel to the guys on deck. Make sure that heel goes to that, shows the first baseman. It's going to make a big difference in regards to being short to the ball, facing hitters that throw harder, and just a lot of things that it's really going to help on. Again, point of contact's in pretty good shape. Nice and firm front side, a little bit open with your head. I would focus on your head just being a little bit taller. You can see kind of your angle of your head is this way. Try to get your head as good a posture as possible so you're not a little sideways. You can see it's a little bit this way, but not bad. But just kind of keep it as you're bottling you're trying to balance a Coke can on top of your head, or a water bottle, and that's going to help you just keep good posture. And what good posture is going to do is going to help a downward angle of driving the baseball compared to getting underneath it and lifting it. Go through the end of our swing here. Stay back a little bit better on that. In regards to our angle, a little bit more angle on that. It's good. Again, firm side, it's good. Get in the habit of not even worrying about where the ball goes. Kind of keep your head on the ball. Maybe put a ball right there that you can kind of look at after your swing that's out in front of you. Just a good habit to get into here. So, I do one more swing here. Let's take a peek at. Your hands go back and they load up fine for your approach. Again, you can see that front side open up, that front hip and front foot. Okay, that's a nice shot right there at contact. Hit this ball pretty well. Again, close that front side off. If you hit against more of a firm, closed front side, you can really increase your power. So, again, not too far off, just a couple small tweaks. So keep up the good work, and watch this video over and over again. But I think this is going to really help you and get you stronger for these bigger bases and bigger fields, to not only help you hit faster pitching, but to have you hit more power and be more consistent to all parts of the field. So thanks for coming to camp, and we wish you the best this season, and come back and see us real soon.